Hi everyone, I'm Riley, and today I'm going to be discussing the concept of shutdown point. So formally, shutdown point is the price level at which a firm's price equals its minimum average variable cost. So the price that it's selling at and people are buying at is equal to the cost to produce each unit. So below this, a firm will end up minimizing its losses by producing nothing at all. And so this, in plain terms, essentially what this means is it's a business. Think about a business with two types of costs. There's a fixed cost and then there's variable costs. So fixed costs are, for example, rent or something that you owe consistently no matter what. And a variable cost would be like labor or wages or ingredients. So something that changes depending on how much you produce. So as long as the price you're charging covers your variable costs, you should keep producing, even if you're not in an overall profit. Essentially, what this means is every sale you make, if it covers the variable costs, that additional amount that you have will slowly chip away at your fixed costs. So one example that I like to think of is, for example, a food truck. Say, for example, your food truck rent and insurance is $200 a day. Each meal the cost to make each meal is $5, right? But you sell each meal at $6. So you're covering your variable costs to produce the meal, which is $5. And then that additional $1 you have consistently chips away at the $200 fixed cost to have your food truck. Say, for example, something goes wrong or whatever, you can no longer sell it at $6 per meal. You have to sell it at $3 per meal. At this point, you would have the understanding that it no longer makes sense to keep producing because you're going to be producing at a loss in terms of your variable costs as well. And you will be coming at a loss for everything. So shutdown point is essentially when a business should decide to stop production. And this is my visual that I drew. So this is your average variable cost, and this is the minimum average variable cost. So the moment at which this meets the price line is when the shutdown point occurs. However, if the price line is over the average variable cost, as you can see in this area, that's when a company or firm should continue to produce and sell that product at that point. Thank you.